Okay, Wesa, let me tell you, your computer is made out of cheese. We were recording this video, which, by the way, we're trying to make it happen, and yes, your computer basically blew up. What is going on?
You have to know, dear Ronaldo, that I'm a dogmatic Mac user and I'm using a very old MacBook Air, which should be dead at this point in time, but I want to stick with my old decision because I don't want to spend too much money in a new Mac. So my dogmatism stuck me in the past.
You know, you kind of remind me of Andrea Di Pre when he was talking to Sasha Grey. Do you remember that interview?
I've lost a couple of words. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know, Andrea Di Pre, he was...
Andrea Di Pre, oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, the great influencer and in great opinion leader, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean, the point when you said, yes, I'm a dogmatic MacBook user, it kind of reminded me, you know, the catafratta thing. What did you say? Something zany about Sasha Grey and so on.
I don't remember that sketch, frankly. But so with Sasha Grey, I think she's another very good influencer.
Yeah, apparently so.
At least she influenced me a lot. I don't know if it's your case, but
What do you
I
mean?
think she's an intellectual and relevant figure. Should I say figure is a false friend, Arnaldo?
Figure? Like, what do you mean?
In Italian you say figura, una figura, an influential figure.
Oh, well, you could say that, but point is that I think it's odd to say in English she's an important figure. No, maybe you can say that. But by stating she's a very relevant influencer, I think it's enough.
Okay. Very right. Because I still have some problem. You know, I hear that you have Edinburgh accent. Am I wrong?
I don't know. People say that I sound like Northern England or something like that. But I don't know. It's weird. But come on, your English is very fluent. I like the way you speak English, to be honest.
I'm not that fluent, frankly, and I really have problems understanding British English because the only English that I listen to is American English from American television about basketball, you know, and.
Basketball.
For me, it's basketball. Sorry, and for me, it's
Wow.
so hard to understand British English. But I know that it's very. How can I say? It's perfect. Your pronunciation, Barbaroffa. It's great.
No, I think my pronunciation is far from being perfect. But yeah, thanks. I don't want to flex too much over it. But yeah.
I'm just, how do you say in English, licking your ass?
You're flattering me, let's say so.
Okay, let's say so. I'm flattering you with how do you say, when you're a master at something?
Oh God! But seriously, now I'm thinking of it. I remember when you came out with the English challenge on your YouTube channel, and I started
yes.
I was shocked because the thing came out of the blue, and I mean, it was a fun video. It was very fun to watch. But I was thinking, what were you thinking? Like, what pushed you to shoot that kind of video?
Frankly, I was trying to have fun with my audience. That was not a great plan behind, but the thing is that was very tiresome. You may say tiresome, very faticoso in Italian.
Yeah. Well, tiresome is a word I never use, but I like it very much. I should use it more. It's tiresome. Yeah.
You see, you can always learn something, and I started with very good intentions, but at the end of the video I was just how can I say, I was breathless. I was tired. It's very fatiguing to speak English.
Yeah. No, I can relate because of course English is not my native language, and sometimes it might be. Sometimes it's hard.
It's not your native language. I would have said the contrary. You sound like a native English speaker, maybe with a little bit of how can I say, Thermolesian accent.
Yes, of course.
That's how they call it.
Yes, it's kind of the British you can hear in my English. It's actually the accent from Termoli, which is my hometown in Molise. Yeah, so it must be that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Molise is in Indonesia, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Yeah.
But the point is, what I notice the most in Italian speakers who speak English, the point is, and it's very interesting, you could see that even in our politicians, the point is, I was saying that Italian people tend to speak a lot because Italian syntax and rhetorics tolerate a lot of sentences, a lot of words within a sentence. It tolerates a lot the fact that you start a sentence and then you do not end it. Basically, you make a sandwich. Yes, it's a sandwich made out of sentences. So you start a sentence, then you put something in between, then another thing, and then you forget about the sentence you've opened in the first place. So this is why I believe it's tiresome. What you can do is just shorter sentences.
I don't know what I can do, but I can relate very well to what you're saying, because I think that is a kind of trick to search for excuses. You start a sentence, you don't have the slightest idea of how to close it, and you start another and then another. It's embarrassing, but somehow you're like how would I say a clown that tries to have multiple balls in his hands. But this image of a clown with multiple balls in his hands reminds me of Sasha Grey, and it's not exactly what I was trying to say.
A clown with fuck's sake. Yeah, well, be careful. I mean, I think that, yeah, everything boils down to the fact you don't want to hold in your hands more balls than you can handle. Just stick to your own balls, man. Too many balls, that's fucked up.
I think that this should be lesson number 1 in every English course, because the first thing you have to know when you try to speak another language is the exact quantity of balls that you can hold in your hands and
in your mouth, after all, because sometimes you want to pronounce too many things, so you got too many balls in your mouth and you can't concentrate on like getting shit done that is conveying a message, because it's about
yes, and it's very important not to bring the wrong message to your audience, because speaking of balls, it's you know that YouTube policy doesn't like people that holds too many balls in their hands, we should say. And you see that one of my main problems with the English language is that as many of my viewers told me, I think in Italian. And this is, despite my Stanislavski method, when I speak English, I'm like an English native. It's a very, very big problem to me.
Yes, it is. Well, how to solve this? I think you should just practice more. That is, you should shoot more English-speaking videos. You should speak English more, or I don't know, less balls in your hands. That's already old. But yeah, how to do that? Sometimes really is as simple as shorter sentences. Oh, something else. Something which is very important about English. English tolerates repetition, and it tolerates it much more than Italian does. So, I mean, even if you wrote something, you could write like, "This is my cat," and then a new sentence. My cat's name is, I don't know, Barbaroffa. Barbaroffa is lovely. I don't know, it's something you could do that, but in Italian it would sound fucking stupid.
Yeah, we have a kind of a complex, you may say that, about repetition, and this is something that we bring with us in other language, but it's very hard because you feel wrong, you feel you're doing something wrong, and you just try to please your audience, and that's something that you cannot do with a very short vocabulary. So it's a loss situation, but it's so interesting to hear something that can speak English, and because I think that this is the language of the world right now. I know you study Chinese, and I wonder what is your opinion about that. What do you think about English? Is it possible to call it the language of the world?
I think, yes, English is currently a lingua franca because it's a nice compromise of something easy.
Franca is from Termoli?
Yes, yeah. Franca is actually my sister-in-law. And hi, Franca, how are you doing? No, just kidding. No sisters. If
she's your sister-in-law, it means that she's not your sister, but a judge imposed her as your sister.
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay. What a strange habit! What a strange habit for British people.
Yeah, I know. It's Termoli in Cambridge. It's something which goes on in those
Termoli in Cambridge. As we say in Bologna, Termoli and Cambridge, same face, same race. You know, one face, one race. You know.
Yeah. Why did you say Bologna?
Bologna, because as I told you, I'm in a Stanislavski performance, and in this moment I cannot speak Italian. I don't know. I don't know what Bologna is. Spaghetti alla bolognese with meatballs? Yes, of course. Why not?
My God.
Bologna is. I don't know.
Yeah. Now you don't want to brag too much about it because I heard that you have your tortellini with bolognese sauce from time to time. That is not really traditional, so don't play the I'm so Italian card, or foreigners are stupid because of what they do with their food. You can't even respect your own tradition. Shame on you. What would your ancestors say? And by the way, what about your ancestors? Are you from Bologna? Have you been from Bologna for generations, or like?
Frankly, I've been from Bologna just since I was born. Before my birth, I was nowhere. I was not in Bologna, but nowhere else. At least that I know. But I have ancestors, and some of them from father. Ramon?
Side. From my father's side.
Okay, from the other side, as you can see from my face, that they call faccia da terrone in Italian, is from Salerno, and from the other side, from my mother's side, is Bologna, sorry.
No shit. So basically the T word, because you know what you just pronounced is a bad word, so we don't want to pronounce it. It's a T word. So basically,
the T word, yeah.
that T word person of your father basically migrated to the north and seduced your mother, and so thus polluted the pure Nordic race, giving birth to you. So you're
yes. I'm not a pure Nordic race, and you may if you don't want, dear Arnaldo, if you don't want to pronounce the T word, you may change it with the word name if you prefer, which is another parola franca. I mean, so,
yes.
So you can say that I'm half native. If you want.
What the hell? No. That is, you can't say that. Really, I think I'm going to beep that, because what is the N word in English? You know.
The N word. You can. Okay.
The N word is a bad word. Like nigger is a very, very, very bad word. But if you want to step it up a notch, you say what you just say, Negro. Negro is like super, 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 super bad. You don't want to say that because it kind of reminds of the, back in the days where there was slavery and it's like super racist. Like it's racist to the Q.
I guess you're right. Am I wrong, or there's still a slavery in Termoli? Is it?
Yes. That is true.
You practice it. You still practice it in your everyday life. Am I wrong?
Hey, whatever happens in someone's bed sheet, it's their own business. So let's you know what? Let's close the video with that. So I think that's it.
I felt I've triggered you with the N word, or was it the T word, dear Arnaldo? Where did I trigger you?
You know what? I'm thinking about the YouTube monetization. So
yes.
It's just because of my love for money. It's not for human dignity or anything else. So decency, no. Fuck that. It's just about the money, bitch. So that was an episode with Mr. Wesa, and you can see all wacky, interesting videos on his YouTube channel, Wesa channel. Just go and check it out. And I think that's pretty much it. You got any last words on my channel, Mr. Wesa?
I'm very, very, very happy. It was a very learning. I've learned a lot with this experience. You're a very good teacher. I think you have some skeleton in your
wardrobe.
Wardrobe?
What?
But I'm okay with that. No problem to me.